We're back with a new show-stopping pattern, and we've got some surprises for it too. Hi, it's Fran Morgan with Fabric Café. Have you ever tried taking blocks from one quilt pattern and combining them with other ones to make a whole new quilt? Well, that is exactly what we did. We took some of the blocks from our 2025 patterns and combined them into a whole new quilt. This is a fun tradition that we've been doing the past couple of years, but this time I did something a little different. Let's check out the quilt. Introducing our 2026 Showstopper. This is a 5-yard quilt and it measures 46 by 67. Now our Showstopper uses 7 different blocks from our books that we released in 2025. Let me show you what those blocks are. We start in the very center right here. This is Disco and it's from the Step It Up with 5-Yard Quilts book. Our next block is our Manhattan block, and it is right here. We have 3 on the corner coming together, and this is from our Panel Perfect 3-Yard Quilts book. Our next block is a Promenade A, and that is that little rectangular block right here. This is from our Make It Home with 3-Yard Quilts. Next is our Autumn Ballet block. Now this block really adds a great punch to this quilt. It is here, we've put them together, rotated them, and it creates that great floral burst. This block is from our Step It Up with 5-Yard Quilts book, and it is Autumn Ballet. Our next block is a Fanciful. This is on the corner right here. This block is from Make It Home with 3-Yard Quilts. Now this block is a little bit unique. It was not quite the right size to work in with our other blocks, so we added border on 2 sides. We'll take a closer look at this on the table and I'll step through exactly what we did. Now, our next block is the Aurora block from Fabulous 5 Yards. This block makes our top and bottom borders here. What I really love about this block is when we put them together, it created this really cool diamond here. Creates these neat little points in this little section here. I just think it added so much. It's super cool. All right, the next block we have is our Promenade block B. That is right here in the center of our Aurora blocks. We did a little something different on this too. We had to tweak it just a little bit. Super easy tweaks. Don't worry, we're gonna step through exactly what we did. Now, one of the things we did different with our 2026 Showstopper was make it fit into 5 yards of fabric. And another thing we did was to write a complete pattern for it. This is a nice large format for our 2026 Showstopper. Now this pattern is a little bit different than our standard individual patterns. It's a larger size, so we could fit all of the diagrams, cutting instructions, and detailed step-by-step in the pattern so that you cannot have any trouble following it. Now the instructions for each block also have their own sections, so it's broken up block by block in the order that you need to make them. We did this because the pattern is designed to be made block by block. Sometimes you only make one from a specific pattern. Sometimes you make multiples from a specific pattern. In some cases, you will cut a strip for one block, cut the squares or rectangles you need, and then set the strip aside to be used in a future block. So for our Disco block, this is the one right in the middle of the quilt. It's going to tell you to cut a strip for your half square triangle 2 squares. It leaves all of this available. So we're gonna set this strip aside and we're gonna use it in our Manhattan block. What I would do and what I would recommend is to cut your pieces for your Disco block, which is what we've got right here, and then make your Disco block. But before you make your block, we are going to make us a little label and label this leftover strip. That way there's no confusion and you don't think that this is a scrap to be used somewhere else, because this will be used in our Manhattan block. The pattern will read like this anytime you use a strip for more than one block. Writing the pattern this way allowed us to keep it within 5 yards of fabric. It also utilizes as much of the fabric as possible possible, which will help keep our scrap amount down, and we love that. This also means that it's very important to keep your fabric positions the same throughout the quilt. Once you select what your fabric one is, it's a fabric one throughout all of your blocks. This will ensure that you have plenty of fabric to make the quilt with the 5 yards. There is some general information at the very beginning of the pattern that gives a very helpful overview of the pattern. I highly recommend giving those a read before you start making it. We also got a little creative with our fabric placement in this pattern. They don't all match the blocks from their original patterns. Some of these blocks come from 3-yard patterns too, so we have more fabric to work with, and so therefore we switched it up. Now, picking fabric for a 5-yard quilt is very simple. It starts the same way as a 3-yard quilt. So let's go through it quickly. Fabric 1. This is our focus fabric, the big print, the pretty fabric. It is usually the largest print and what you want to show off the most. It is represented by a polka dot on our diagrams. For fabric 2, take the focus out of the equation and compare your next 2 fabrics. The lightest of the 2 remaining will be your fabric number 2. This is usually your background. It is represented by white on the diagram. Your fabric 3 is the darkest of the 2 remaining, and this will be the contrast and helps highlight the quilt piecing. It is represented by black on the diagrams. Fabric 4 is our secondary focus fabric. It is represented by a gingham check on the diagrams. And fabric 5, now this one can be light or dark. Pick something that you think will balance the rest of your fabrics in your quilt. It is represented by gray on the diagrams. So let's start in the very center in our block number 1, Disco. You will see that on the left side of the screen is the original fabric placement. You see that we have our polka dot for number 1, black, which is number 3, our number 4 gingham, and our number 5 in the background. But to make it all work together in the Showstopper quilt, refer to the one on the right, and you see we switched it up a little bit using only fabric 3, 4, and 5. Because we wrote this pattern block by block, the cutting instructions and fabric selection guides are unique for each block. They only show the fabrics used for that block. Now let's talk about Manhattan. This is our next block. On the left, you can see the original color placement using fabric 2 and 3. On the right, we have added that number 4 fabric and switched our number 2 to number 5. So that's how it will be made for the Showstopper quilt. The pattern will tell you exactly how many you need of each block. The next block is our Promenade Block A. Now this is a unique block. It's rectangular. And as you see on the left, we've used our fabrics 1, 2, and 3 in the block, but we changed it up for our Showstopper and we used fabrics 2, 3, and 4. Now this is a great joining block. It worked really well because it's the same height as our other blocks, but it had a smaller width. So we were able to use it to connect some of our other blocks together, which was needed. Now our next block, and one that really adds the sparkle to the quilt, is our Autumn Ballet. This block originally used fabrics 1, 2, and 3, but in our Showstopper quilt, our Autumn Ballet block uses fabrics 1, 2, 3, and 5. This is a great block to use in a sampler quilt because it has such an interesting design all on its own. We were able to use it to create angles bursting out of the center of the quilt. Now block 5 is our fanciful block, and we had to get a little creative with this one. We love the star in the center being framed on the corners by half square triangles. But this block wasn't quite big enough. Whenever you're combining blocks from different patterns, you just need to make sure that they all have the same finished size. So the rest of our blocks in this quilt have a finished size of 9 inches. But the fanciful block only has a finished size of 8. So we added 1.5 inch borders on 2 sides. This includes the seam allowance, so it'll finish down to 9. So what we did very simply is we have our fanciful block here, and we've just taken this 1.5 inch strip and sewn it to the side just like this. Now these do still have our seam allowances on them. And then we took another strip and just sewed it on the top like this. And what that did is it added an inch on each side so that we would have that finished size so that it would combine with all of the other blocks beautifully. Now here we have our fanciful block in its original form, and you can see that we've used fabrics 1, 2, and 3 on that original fanciful. So for our Showstopper fanciful, we've added those borders, and we're using fabrics 1, 2, 3, and 5. Now our next block is Aurora, and you can see our original format here on the left. It really has a pop, doesn't it? We've used fabrics 2, 3, and 5 on that, but we've jazzed it up a little for our Showstopper, and we've used fabrics 1, 2, 3, and 5. Now the final block in our Showstopper quilt is Promenade Block B. It is from the book Make It Home with 3-Yard Quilts. We built this block a little bit different than the original pattern tells you to. Originally, we have a block with a center like this, and what we're doing is we're sewing a strip on one side and then trim it top and bottom, and a strip on this side, trimming it. So what this did is it made it a little wider. Then we come in with a wider strip, sew it to the top and the bottom. So this is how it was originally built in the Make It Home book, but we're not going to do that. And the reason why we did something different is because the size didn't quite work the way that it was originally made. It needed to fit right in the center between those Aurora blocks. What we did is we left off the 2 side strips that were done with fabric number 2. And we've simply instructed you in the cutting instructions to put a strip at the top and a strip at the bottom. And this gave us a nice lean block here so that it would fit exactly how we needed it between those Aurora blocks. On the left side, we see our original Promenade Block B. It has the number 2 on each side with the nice number 3 fabrics on the top and bottom. Now on the right is our Showstopper Promenade Block B. It still has that top and bottom of our number 3 fabric that gives us that perfect size. Now, one of the other things that we did on the block is we switched out the points of our star. They are made with fabric 5 in our Showstopper quilt, and originally they were made with fabric 3. Let's look at some different quilt kits in this pattern. First, we have this gorgeous kit from the quilt behind me that we've been seeing, and I really love this. We have a really charming floral on a navy blue as our focus, and 4 other very nice coordinating fabrics, our lights, our darks, and even in our number 4, we have a really sweet pale green with those teals and greens, little flower on it that I think works perfectly in our quilt. And then of course our number 5 just adds so much movement with our little wave. And I love the way this came together. I love our focus fabric and the wonderful flower that's bursting out from each side. And then the other fabrics so perfectly frame it and help it pop and bring it all together. Now this kit is called Floral Flight, and it is our Showstopper 2026. This is a batik, and I just think it is fabulous. For our focus, we have a multicolored batik with a little bit larger print. It's a little bit of a leaf here with some tendrils and some swirls. We have a nice light blue for our background that has some texture in it. Our number 3 is nice and dark to frame everything in exactly as it's needed. Then our number 4 actually is a double focus. It is the same print as our number 1 in a little bit different colorway. And then our number 5 is a lavender purple together. It is gorgeous. Now this kit is called Leafy Batiks. Now our next kit I think is so fabulous, and we've taken it a whole different direction here. This is cool because our focus fabric is a floral and it's on a dark blue background. And you can see how that works so well with those blocks kind of cascading and bursting out from the center. Our number 2 is a nice cream, keeps everything balanced so that there's plenty of contrast so you can see your beautiful piecing. Our number 3 is a nice blue with a flourish. And then our number 4 is like our double focus again, and it just brings all the colors together, which I think is super important. Now our number 5 is a darker blue, has a very small floral on it. And I think it frames our Aurora blocks perfectly. It works in our Manhattan blocks, and it just really gives us that punch that we're looking for. Now this is called Perfect Posies. Now we're doing something special with these kits. If you purchase one of these kits we've shown you today, it will come with the Showstopper 2026 pattern for free. If you would like the pattern so that you can use some of the fabrics in your stash, it is available both in print and as a downloadable. You can find it under our 5-yard pattern tab. Making a quilt block by block like this is also a great way to change things up and keep you motivated. As soon as you start getting tired of making one block, you're done with it and ready to move on to the next exciting block. If you would like to see our 2025 Showstopper, then be sure to watch the video that pops up. Happy quilting!